Hello, thank you for joining in. Today we learn how to operate the Google Calendar and how to make use of the Google Workspace through your calendar. So when you open a new tab, you will face this particular screen. Then you go to the 9 dots beside your picture. And when you scroll down, you will get the option to choose calendar. So we'll click on calendar. Now, if you open Google Calendar, there are multiple ways to view it. So you will see the month on your left hand side, and how you view your days can be changed from this particular button, which is on the top. Right now it is set to 4 days. You can set it to day either by going here or by clicking D on your keyboard. I personally prefer to look at 4 days at a time, so I will press X. If you also like to see it that way, you can also go here and write 4 days. Okay. Now, there are three things that you can create by using a Google Calendar. One is an event, one is a task, and one is an appointment schedule. Now, an event, it can be a meeting, it can be a discussion, it can be anything which requires more than 2 minutes of your time. A task is something that requires 2 to 5 minutes of your time. And an appointment schedule is used by people who want to book appointments, either paid or unpaid. So we'll start with event. Usually, people set up meetings with events. For example, you want to talk to someone, or you want to do a pitch, or if you want to do a proposal. So how do we go about this? So we'll first add a title. So for example, let's say proposal discussion. Okay. After proposal discussion, event has already been clicked. Now let's say I want this event to take place on Monday. So if you click here, it will show you the month view of the calendar. Here I will look for Monday, which is 29th, and then I will set up a time which is 10 a.m. There you go, 10 a.m. I want it to be for 1 hour. So 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. If you have a birthday that you want to be reminded for the entire day, you can do something like that also. I will teach that. Now, if I want to add guest, let's say I want to add a guest, which is my other email ID. And the moment you add guest, Google automatically adds a Google Meet link. So you don't need to do anything else. Here you can talk about proposal. We can write this is a description which the other person who you are inviting to can read and understand what is going to be discussed. Okay. You can change the colors here. Now, because this is a work related event, you can change it to any color. I like to use orange. What is the meaning of this? Now, a calendar can be viewed by other people if you are working in an organization. So, if someone tries to look at your calendar, since you are booking a meeting from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m., it will show you as busy. You can also mark it as free. So, since we will be working during this time, we are marking it as busy. Default visibility, public and private. What does that mean? Once again, if someone sees your calendar, if you set it to public, everyone will be able to see your calendar. But if you set it to private, only you will be able to see your availability. If you set it to default visibility, it can be viewed by people only who you allow. This is the notification system, which means you can send notifications to both yourself as well as your guest. And let's say you want to remind a guest more than once for a meeting, you simply click on add notification. And if you want to remove notification, if you don't want the other person to get a notification at all, you can do that also. So I am setting a 5-minute notification. If you want to see more options, we can go up to more options and this big page will open up. Here, what are the things that we can add? Here we can add the discussion. Here we can find a time. So what does this mean? Here you can see exactly where you are placing the event on the calendar. And these are the details on for the event that you are scheduling. And then when you save it, this is a prompt that will ask you if you should send a notification or a invitation to your guest also. Okay, which means, and you should always send this so that the other person is also notified. This is how you create an event. Okay, any questions about this?
No, Rachita, one question. Here we are using Google Meet, right? Can we also use Zoom Meet here instead
Yes.
of
So,
yeah.
for example, you don't want to use Google Meet, so we remove this. Okay, and here in location we add your Zoom link. So for example, let's say this particular meeting is taken place over a Zoom call, correct? So I want to add the Zoom meeting link. So what will I do? I will simply copy my Zoom meeting link, and on location I will add here. Usually this redirects to a Google map. So many people make this mistake. Don't make this mistake. You should always add the Zoom meeting link in the description. Okay. Now what happens when you save this? What will happen? You go on this, see, there you get it. Okay. Any other question?
Thank you.
Okay. Now this was a one-time event. What if I want to set up a recurring event? A recurring event is something that you do on a daily basis. Okay. So for example, you want to set up a brainstorm call which you have with your community, or with a friend or a partner. So let's say we want to have a recurring event every day from 1 to 1:30. So this will be a brainstorming call. Okay, let's say this is only for half an hour, and maybe I am having another guest, let's say this. Okay, so this is my brainstorming partner, and this is the Google Meet link. And because this is important, so I'll mark it red, and I will just put 5 minutes before once again. Here, now I set it up for Monday. Now I will, do you see this button called doesn't repeat? We'll click on that. Here you have the options daily, weekly on Monday, every weekday, annually, monthly. So what will I do? I want it to be done every weekday. So I'll simply click on every weekday. I'll repeat this once again. So this is the title of the event. This is the date. This is the time. This is not an all-day event. You can also set up time zone, but since we are in India, this is already set. Under time zone, there is doesn't repeat. You click on that. You have the option to make it a daily recurring task, a weekly recurring task. Weekly on Monday means every Monday you will have this task. Monthly on the last Monday means every month on the last Monday you will have this task. Annually, that means it is an annual event. And finally, every weekday. Now, because I want to set it for every weekday, I will choose on this. Okay. If you don't want to choose, if you only want to do it on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, you go to custom. And when you go to custom, you choose Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And it repeats every week. That's it. Done. So every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I will have a brainstorming call for 30 minutes. I will save this and see what happens now. So you can see Monday, right? I go to Monday. See, on Wednesday, it has appeared. If I go further, it is appeared on Friday, again Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Any questions?
Thank you, Nanna, Rachita.
Okay.
No
Now
question.
we will go to task. Okay. What is a task? A task is a 2 to 5 minute thing that does not need, that needs to be on your to-do list, but it does not take a lot of time. So you click on task. Let's say call mother. Okay, I want to call my mother. I want to call her at 8:30. I want to call her every day at 8:30. So doesn't repeat, daily. Save. That's it. Every day you will have this task. Okay? Any doubts about this?
What if I want to call just 5 days, weekdays?
So then
How
we
do
go
we change?
edit. Instead of daily, I want to call every weekday, Monday to Friday, correct? So every week,
Yes.
save.
Okay. If we want to call on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, like choosing days, is it possible? Can you show?
It's the same as for task. Custom, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Done. Save.
Thank you.
Same thing. Okay? Okay. No issues here?
No, thank you.
Okay. So now we'll come back to appointment schedule. Now, appointment schedule is a relatively new feature. So let's say you want to schedule calls. Let's say we have something called chemistry calls, right? So chemistry calls. I don't want the calls to be more than 1 hour. I want them to be 30 minutes only. I set up my availability. I set up my availability. How do I set up my availability? I look at the, for example, on Monday, I'm available from 11 a.m. till 4 p.m. Okay. If I want to copy this, you can click on this, copy time to all. If you want to add another period, for example, I am again available from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Okay. And this is to remove. So I can copy this. If I copy, see, the schedule has been created. Okay. And if you don't want to copy, if you want to remove availability, I'll just quickly remove by clicking on this button, which says unavailable. Okay. Now Saturday, Sunday is free. Now, how often should the scheduling window be? That means how early can you schedule an appointment? So I want this to be only 2 days prior, and the time, it should be only, since it's 2 days prior, yeah, 4 hours is more than enough. Okay. We are next going to booked appointment settings. Can guests invite others? So for example, I am setting, this is my schedule. Someone has booked an appointment. They want to invite someone else. If you want to allow that, then you just have to click on this. If you don't want, then you remove it. Okay. Okay, let's say calendars. Why is this important? Now, you have a personal calendar, you have a work calendar. So if I add a work calendar, then I can add it here. Do you want me to show how to add a work calendar?
Yes, Rachita.
Okay. So, so I have booked my, I'm booking this appointment. And here, let's say I'm pasting my Zoom meeting. I'll show that again. Location and conferencing, Google Meet, in-person, phone, none to be specified later. And then I pasted the Zoom meeting link in the description. Okay. You can also change how it appears. Okay. Booking form is first name, surname, email address. Let's say I also want the phone number. So phone number, add item. Okay. And then how often should the reminders and confirmation be sent? By default, it is yes. So I'll just save it. Okay. Now let's come to adding a calendar. This is my calendar, other calendars. So I click on plus and I will create a new calendar. I will call it as work calendar. Okay. All I'm just putting in a description for myself. You can put in a different description. Create calendar. Okay. Calendar creation in progress. Done. So we'll click on configure now. Why will we configure? To check whether everything is okay. Okay, make available to public. Yes, because if you are making it available to public, only then they will be able to schedule appointments. You can also add other people who can view this work calendar, and we don't need to change anything right now. So we'll go back. Now coming back to the appointment, we'll go to the edit button again. We'll scroll down. Here we will change it to, just a minute. Yeah, that's it. Oh yeah, so we'll have to create it here. It's not allowed. No, it's correct. Yes. So when you open the calendar, there you need to create the appointment schedule like this. Make sense?
Can you repeat again,
Yeah,
please?
can you please repeat?
Okay, so you added the work calendar, right? For appointment schedule, you cannot add it directly to that. So what you need to do is, let's say I want to create an appointment schedule from 5 to 6 p.m. So first I click on 5 to 6 p.m., go to appointment schedule, and see, you cannot change this, right? That means the primary mail address is the one that you are working on. So you cannot add your appointment schedule to a different calendar. That is possible only for events and tasks. Did that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Any question till now?
I didn't understand that work calendar which you created. That seems nice, but can you tell me again how to do that?
Okay, so you have my calendar and you have other calendars. So you go to other calendars, you click on plus. So you add the
Oh,
calendar. And
okay.
you, so for example, if you have a newsletter, if you are subscribed to a newsletter, you can subscribe to their calendar as well.
Hmm.
But usually, you can create a new calendar and then add tasks to it.
Okay.
Yeah. Now the thing is, it is a very nice idea. It is a very good thing, but then usually it doesn't work out because we have different mail addresses for different work, right? So it's better you create a mail address for a particular work and then schedule appointments or calls or events in that calendar. And you can invite yourself, your personal mail ID as a guest there so that both of you, both your email IDs get the notification.
Okay.
Any other question?
Any mistakes that can happen that we need to avoid?
Okay, so oh, I did not teach you duplication. So, for example, this is a thing. So now that you know how to create an event, you might be going and clicking and scheduling an event again and again and again. Let's say I have a brainstorming call. It's the same exact thing. I want it on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I want it with the same person, but I want it at a different time. What you will do is you'll go to the three dots, you'll go to duplicate, and we will change the time slot and just save. That's it. So it has the same configuration. If you want to duplicate an event, you go to the event, go to the three dots, go to duplicate. Find the new date of the event. Let's say I want it on 5th August at a different time. So let's say 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. Everything else will remain same. I will just save it. Then you need to quickly go to 5th August and check. Yes, it has been scheduled. You can also drag and drop like this. That also works. So if you are doing a recurring event, every time you remove a recurring event, you have the option to change this event, this and following events, all events. The best thing about Google Calendar is the more you use it, the more you'll understand what is going on. Any questions? I think that is one mistake that can happen. You creating an event again and again. Instead, you can simply, duplicate events.
What is the difference between this and following events and all events?
Where is following events? Oh, okay. For example, today is, let's say, on 31st. Due to some reasons, 1 p.m. call was shifted to 6 p.m. Okay. So does that mean for every Wednesday or every Monday the call is shifted to 6 p.m.? No, right? This happened only for this event. So only
Yeah.
this.
No, but
And huh,
no. Can you go back?
okay, I'll go back.
Same screen.
Huh.
This and following events, that screen.
Where?
Just click it.
Okay, I got it. So when I moved it, right?
No, there are two options. This event, this and following event. Then third one is all event.
This one. All
Ah,
events means even the past events will be changed. The events that
oh,
uh,
okay. Why they have an option of changing the past events?
for example, you have told a person to meet at 1 p.m. and continuously they have met at 6 p.m. only. Then you have to change the past events also, no?
Okay,
Mhm.
got it. Thank you.
This event, this and following events, and all events.
Okay.
Anything else?
Yeah, Rachita, see, in Rachita's work calendar,
Huh,
then you have scheduled appointments for others, right? For somebody to book an appointment with you. Let's
correct.
say somebody wants to book an appointment with you for a business discussion, let's say,
Uh,
or for any other meeting that they want to check
mhm.
when is your availability.
Okay.
So how do we share our availability to them?
So there are two options. Either you can, share your calendar with them. You can share your entire calendar,
Mm,
and every time you have marked something, it
mm,
will be shown as busy or free. Okay, that is one thing. Wait,
mm.
let me show you my calendar. I think this might work. I don't know. Just a minute. You can share your own calendar with other people so
Mm.
that they can see.
So
Hmm,
will they see all these personal details also when we
let,
share with them?
let's see. This is Ratita, the other person, right? So I
Mm,
want to see her calendar, but see, calendar cannot be shown. Why? Because it is a private calendar.
mm,
Okay. So usually Google as a, it cannot be shown as a Google. You cannot show your availability like that. What you
mm,
can do instead is you can create a space. You can create an appointment schedule where you are open to business calls.
mm.
So, for example, I am opening myself to business calls only on, let's say, Saturday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. So I simply say I am available 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. for any business calls. If you want to, talk to me, you can book a schedule. That's it. So now for every Saturday, I have business calls.
So how is this going to help the other person to book a slot with me?
Okay, so let's say this is the call, okay?
Mm,
Open booking page.
mm.
There you go.
Okay. Okay. So I'm going to share that link with them, my
Yes.
availability link.
Yeah. So this one, share.
Okay, got it.
And they will get this open. So they, let's say 12:30 p.m. They can put in their whatever and then book.
Okay, got it. And can we integrate the paid sessions also in this?
I don't think so. Let me check. I don't think, because this is, as I said, this is a very newly launched thing.
Okay.
So, for example, yeah, you cannot add booking. You what you instead you can do is you can either add a Google form that
Mm,
you if you want to book, then you have to fill this booking form.
mm.
Hmm. Let me just check if I can add it. Available window, start and yeah. So see, available now, start and dates. All of this you can do. See, booking form, add an item, custom item. So here you can put in a Google form, or you can put in a Razor Pay or a UPI link. They can click on that and make the payment. If they don't fill in this, then they will not be able to make the payment. So maybe let's say pay at, let's say a payment link you insert here, add item, okay, save. So now, if you go to business calls, I go to 9 a.m. See, I have to, if I open this link, then I'll have to pay. I'll have to write, okay, I have paid 500 and then only I can book.
Okay.
Okay, a little bit extra work, but it's doable.
Okay.
Anything else?
Thank you.
Anything else? If not anything else, I'll stop sharing. I hope it was clear, and if there is any issue, you can always open Google's FAQ pages. They have a very detailed way of, dealing with the problems. Or it's very flexible, it's very easy to use. You will be able to figure it out. So yeah.
Or we can watch your video again and again and we can get clarity.
Yeah, you can watch my video again and again and get clarity also. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Rachita.